The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for elderly grandparents, household pets, and nuns. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting homosexuality, teenage pregnancy, or chemical dependency that may transpire as a result of listening to this garbage fountain. You have been warned. Enjoy! Unnamed Drag Podcast! I'm living for our outfits.
Are you Glamour?
I'm Glamour.
Glamour was her middle name.
Glamour and Glamour.
Piece of shit was her first. Hello.
I'm Marilyn Sane.
And I'm Nana Hall.
Good morning.
Good morning, wherever you are. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, ladies, am I right? Welcome back to the Unnamed Drag Podcast, where we are all fur coat, but we've still got knickers on, so it's absolutely fine.
It's a family show.
Is it a family show? I mean,
don't show this to your kids.
I always say in the description of Drag Bingo, it's all, all inclusive, all are invited, but maybe leave the kids at home. I mean, 16 plus is fine.
Yeah, fun for the whole family, except Grandma and Grandpa.
They
wouldn't get it.
I don't know, some people bring their nan and they have a lovely time.
Yeah.
And like every time there's a queer rapper in Nottingham called Question, and when Question performs, is from Nottingham and quite often invites his nan, and then gets up and does these amazing hip-hop songs about fuckboys whilst having no top on.
Yeah.
And a pair of trousers that shows his endowment, like, hi Nana!
Yeah. I was...
Nana as in his nan, not as in
Yeah. I hosted
He ain't waving at me.
No one is. I hosted one of his gigs once, and I was wearing a jockstrap and nipple tape and a glittery jacket. Had a photo with his grandma. That photo is now framed in his grandma's house.
Oh!
I know.
That's so lovely. What, like, is that on her shrine where she prays for your soul?
Maybe. I mean...
You're next to a statue of the Virgin Mary with just, like, a cross drawn in lamb's blood above it.
Just some rosary beads around it so I can't escape the image. Yeah, it's adorable.
Speaking of musicality and concerts and whatnot, today we're going to talk about fame, fortune.
I'm gonna live forever.
I fucking hope that you don't.
Which is why we're dressed in such luxurious outfits.
I think we're kind of dressed like we're on the down slide of our career when you turn up like who in Jessica Lange in American Horror Story when she played the runner of the circus, the freak show, when she's so desperate to be get her slot or whatever, she just goes and sits in the lobby of that agent or producer.
I think we look...
It me.
I think we look more like if the robbers in Home Alone were played by cross-dressers.
Hey, listen, we could do that. We have the range.
We got the range!
You do have the range!
You've got the range! Oh, and we're also day drinking, hello.
Absolutely. So, Marilyn, when you were little,
yes,
did you want to be famous?
Yeah, of course I did. When I was little, well, not even when I was little, up till about...
Now.
Yeah.
Presently, still
wanted.
wanted.
Until age 19, I was dead certain that I'm going to go to drama school, I'm going to go and work the West End in London, or I want to be an actor, I want to do something like that. Now I work in an office, so...
She's doing great, everyone. She's doing just fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
The closest that she got is she got her West End worked in London. Where the fuck is the way that'd be like you're wrong?
You got your West End worked. Get your West End out.
It's like, why is it on the West?
Wow, wait.
See a doctor. Is that like a conjoined twin that didn't survive?
Fuck's sake.
Like some people live born with just like a leg hanging out of them, mean it was just their butthole. My neck in the butthole lives in my West armpit. Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, I pursued theatre as a career, but then realised that unless you're literally Idina Menzel in Wicked, you make no money.
Yeah.
So
it's a tough
I wanted money at the house,
it?
and also I was in a committed relationship, so I didn't really want to move away. So I was like,
kind of a little bit tough.
I'm alright. So I still do drag, I still perform, I still make money off my performance.
Make an absolute spectacle of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I too wanted to be an actor when I was a child.
Thespian, if you will.
So
tread the boards.
When people say, what did you want to be when you grew up? I'm always like, actor. It's genuinely, again, what I believed I was going to do, where my life was going to take me.
Yeah.
But then when I got...
Bobby had all those jobs, why can't I? Yeah.
Then I got to 16 years old and I realised that actually I wanted to do the behind the scenes writing stuff, but also direct and perform. I wanted to be like Miranda sings, like an octuple threat. Singer,
model, singer, actress, magician.
So I wanted like all of it. I had massive fantasies about being in a band and like being a singer and a rock star and all that sort of shit. But
I wanted to be in musical theatre. I didn't want to be like famous. I wanted to be like Kristen Chenoweth famous.
Who's Kristen Chenoweth?
Exactly.
She can take the bins out and not get bothered.
Yeah, she's the original Glinda in Wicked. If you know who she is, you're obsessed with her. She's been in loads of TV stuff and movies and stuff.
I know
but
the name.
She's not like famous. She can still go to the shop.
She can. Right. Okay. Is it Kristen? Sorry, Kristen with a
Chenoweth. She's got a very square head. She's a little lady with a very high singing voice.
And she plays the green one or the other one?
The other one.
The other one.
Yeah.
As you can tell...
Idina Menzel is the green one.
There we go.
These names are
I've not seen Wicked.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you probably would have forced upon me, but you don't have it on like DVD or watch it on YouTube.
Not yet.
You like go and watch the show.
I've been to see it 6 times.
6 fucking times.
Yes, it's very good.
Is it because you want to be in it?
Yeah, 100%. Imagine me as...
Who would you be? Would you be the goat person?
Fuck you.
Is there a goat person in it?
Yes.
I've only seen it in some...
Yes,
look
there
at
is.
them, becoming friends. Here they are. You want blowjobs. That's the extent of my...
Blowjob.
But the tigers come at night on your face. On your face. Oh, God.
That's a South Park reference for anyone who doesn't know.
I mean, I feel like we're talking about... Oh, wait, has she been a judge on Drag Race?
Been in loads. Yeah, she was on Drag Race.
Right, that's where I recognise her from. She won a Tony Award for her performance on Sally Brown in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown on Broadway.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, well now I'm up to speed. So you want to be like Christian Chenoweth?
Yeah.
I was looking at it on my phone.
At
and
no point do I want
already.
to be like Lady Gaga famous.
Oh, that sounds
looks
insufferable.
awful.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine someone picking you up on stage because happy birthday and then falling off the stage and it going viral? Have you seen that clip yet?
No.
Happened like the other day. She got a fan up on stage and he like hugged her and then kind of picked her up and then he just got too close to the edge of the gangway and then just fucking went off.
With her still in his arms?
Attached. Yeah, they just like 2 sacks of
I can
tatties.
quite imagine her being in good humour about that though.
Oh no, it seemed absolutely fine. I mean, she seems like she's down to clown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only very recently that we've discovered what Lady Gaga's personality is, and apparently it's the pink cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I am Joanne! My name is Joanne now! I am Joanne! Stop it. When that single came out and I was down in London getting ready to go out to a drag show, we were all just like, they kept on playing that song and I just really couldn't stop going, I am Joanne! And then that's it. The song is effectively ruined immediately because now every time Perfect Illusion's on, it's not that
I am Joanne.
I am Lord. Yeah. Would you want to be Lord famous?
I could fuck with Lord famous. Yeah, because her fans know her. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like if you walk past her in Broadmarsh, like, I've walked past a lot of famous people in Nottingham.
I've walked past Carol Smiley in Edinburgh.
Smiley, Carol Smiley.
And she wasn't smiling, she looked really pissed off.
I walked past, who's that gymnast? Lewis something.
Not Lewis Hamilton, that's the race car driver.
Yeah.
I know who you mean though.
Yeah, really
He
fit.
was very in with the gays for a while, like
walked
on the
past
front
him in
cover attitude
Nottingham.
and stuff.
Walked past, I'm sure 100% that I walked past Doctor Who fit guy, David Tennant.
Oh, okay.
100%. It's one of those things where you walk past someone and you kind of go, wait, what's... And you don't do anything about it because they're gone now.
The manager at my old job saw one of the professional dancers from Strictly, OT, whatever her surname is, and...
Her first name is OT?
Yeah, she's...
Is in the letters OT or...
OTI.
Oh, I was thinking like OATY.
No, OT Biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't get called that every single fucking day.
Poor girl. School must have been troublesome.
White people can't do continental names. We just immediately resort to going, oh yeah, OT Biscuit, yeah.
Say what you know.
Yeah, it's like if you cut my heart open as Eliza shedding his head, you'll just find a vanilla bean pod. There's no fire inside here.
Just live, laugh, love.
There's just heartburn. Cut me open and there'll be live, laugh, love just pouring out.
That's not very live, laugh, love of you, Karen.
It bloody isn't, you know. But she saw her in, she was going to one of the other offices and had to go through London and saw Oti like struggling with the ticket machine and they had like a bit of a conversation. But
That's cute.
But then after that did the obvious like, oh, it's taking over me, why am I doing it? I have to get a sly picture of her. Not a can we have a selfie,
no.
a click, I saw you. Like, no, because I think...
Did she spot her doing it?
No, she didn't.
That's the worst.
That's the worst,
Yeah.
taking it on the sly.
Who was it? Anthony Stewart Head was talking about Giles.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
How dare you, I know who that is.
So he was
To the listeners at home, that's for your benefit.
There's a story that he was telling, and he was asleep on the tube in London, and he just heard like these girls talking like, it's him, isn't it? Yeah, it's him. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. Yeah, no, I am. Woke up, there's a camera phone inches from his face.
That is not subtle.
That's not okay. Just ask. Or if someone's unconscious, leave them alone.
I mean, I would love to live for that moment of me being, please respect my privacy during this very difficult time. You know, please, no pictures. It's never gonna happen.
But then the celebrities online. Like, I was followed by Jasmine Masters.
I was followed by Mrs. Kasha Davis for a hot minute, then she unfollowed me because I didn't follow her back.
Is that real?
Yeah, she did.
That's so funny.
She followed me and then I looked at her feet and I was like, eh. I know, I'm the worst, I'm awful.
I always love it when we do, because we've done gigs with Drag Race Queens.
We have.
When they're nice and they just follow you.
Yeah.
That's like, that's nice, thank you.
But then you can never check back to see if they've unfollowed you because the fear that,
Yeah, they have. But also Van der Von Aard from Dracula, who is like such an inspiration to me, such a
perfection. Gorgeous.
I regularly like have a little conversation with her on Instagram Messenger.
Stop it.
Every now and again, we have the same coffee mug.
Because you know what I'm going to talk about.
It was really nice,
you?
and she replied to me, and I was like, do I tell her that I love her so much? No.
Yeah.
We just talk about the coffee, and I say, have a great day.
Keep it super cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't fully fangirl out.
Don't go, oh my god, thank you so much for messaging back.
Oh my god, here's a load of nudes you didn't ask for. Yeah, well.
I'm the nicest person. Anyway.
My moment,
Yes.
my little moment in the sun
Yes.
was, of course, my reply from Kathy Burke on Twitter.
Kathy Burke replied.
I mean, I only had to get a portrait of her done on my knee pit. It's not actually on my knee pit, it's on my upper carpet. Some of it does touch the knee pit. And I tweeted about it and put it on Instagram, but I did like tag her in it and was just like, thank you for being an icon and an inspiration and giving me so much material for me to quote since I was a child. Because when I was a kid, I would be quoting Lulu when she was in Harry Enfield and Charmed. And obviously Perry.
Yeah.
And then Waynetta Slob.
Can I have a jam sandwich, please? This person.
Or the I am smoking a fag.
I'm smoking
When
a fag.
When Waynetta wins the lottery. Thank you, Jeeves. Thanks for taking it on the bulk. What? Incredible. And then
fantastic.
And then obviously
I forget how much good shit she's
and then gimme.
Yeah,
me
obviously.
and Nick still quote that on the daily, all the time, constantly. But then when she was in Love, Honor and Obey, the gangster film, she plays one of the wives.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever seen the film.
No.
It's got Jude Law and Johnny Miller in it, I think.
Doesn't make me want to watch it.
But Kathy Burke
Jude Law,
shines
glass of cordial.
Basically, her husband can't like perform in the bedroom, and she's getting like a hang up about it. So there's one scene where they're like,
I might have seen it.
They've just had a moment where they've like tried to have sex and then it's not happened. And as he leaves the room and it turns into a bit of a he says like, oh go on then, just piss off. I'll just be sat in the bed eating chocolate, getting fat. But then his friend, his friend makes a recommendation that they shag with her leaning out the window. So to the outside, you can't tell what's going on. But his friend that does it, like when he's doing it, says to his wife, played by Denise Van Outen, talk Italian to me, babe. So she's all like, oh, Bella, like, mother, blah, blah.
You
like,
don't know Italian.
I don't, I can't even remember how to quote it.
Yeah.
But when they do it, Kathy Burke's character doesn't know Italian. She's going, oh, Versace. Yeah, but she's also in Nil by Mouth, the Ray Winston film, where she plays like.
This has now turned into her Wikipedia page.
Kathy Burke Appreciation Society. And do you know what? I'm just going to turn it off. I am so sorry, but I have Pete Burns, David Attenborough, and now Kathy Burke tattooed on my body. But
who's next?
Pete Burns is dead,
Me?
so he never got to find out. David Attenborough is too busy and very old, so he's not
going to tweet.
He's not going to waste his valuable time on a fucking waste like me. Whereas Kathy Burke was like, oh, that's amazing. I don't really know what to say almost because if someone's got you tattooed on them, I mean, I guess it would be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then she told me to have a wonderful birthday.
Oh,
Have a beautiful day with some balloons.
That's so nice. What a fucking mega babe.
Well, my thing was, when everyone was saying tweet it to her, because I bet she'll love it, that voice in the back of your head that goes, if she doesn't, I'll be fucking devastated.
3 hours under a needle, Kathy.
4.5. 4?
It's a very good tattoo, to be fair.
It's a very good, and I think it was about 4.5 all in. Lots of fag breaks, which I think Kathy would appreciate. And then also I did go and have a bottle of wine to myself afterwards.
Good.
Yeah,
You've got to replenish your sugars.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Also, there was a lovely girl there who was just dishing out vegan brownies.
Oh, that's so nice.
Her friend made some for her birthday, and it was her first tattoo, like a birthday present to herself.
That's so cute.
On the top of her back, on her shoulder blades as well, which is no joke. That
Brave
hurts.
bitch. First tattoo.
And then she's like, do you want a brownie? And it's like, yes, I'd love a brownie because I am in a lot of discomfort right now.
That's so nice.
Anyway,
So
but that's,
fame.
yeah, brush with fame. And then it's just really lovely to have the moment of like, acknowledgement, because I admire you so much and have done ever since I first got into comedy.
And if you think about like...
She's a massive inspiration to my comedy, basically.
Yeah.
She's such an influence.
Wait. Comedy.
Comedy. With bunny rabbit ears.
I'll
on.
let you have that one.
Thank you so much. Thank you. But then Nick said, what if you just go full mental, like full nutter and start treating her all the time like, oh, still wearing a tattoo, Kathy? I know. That was it. That was the interaction. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to leave it where it's perfect.
That's the thing though, like, a famous person acknowledges you. How psycho can you go?
How psycho can you go?
But
How
also-
funky is your chicken?
The other way around, I was walking through town with my friends once, and
Who did you see?
well, they were like, "Oh my god, that's Andrew Flintoff."
Who's that?
Exactly.
Oh,
I was like, "Oh my god, no way."
we're doing a lot of that, aren't we?
He's a cricketer. He's an England cricketer, I believe.
Okay.
He was in Nottingham, he was sat on a bench with his daughter, and I went up to him like, "Can I have your autograph?" Even though I had no idea who he was.
Oh, don't be that bitch.
Just because,
Just
I mean,
because.
everyone else was doing it, so...
Why can't I?
Yeah.
Which is the title of an album that someone released. So everyone else is doing it, so why can't I? Or why can't we?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, write a letter.
But yeah,
Excuse me.
I had Andrew Flintoff's autograph for no reason. I don't care for him.
Where is it now?
I don't give a shit. My mum threw it away, I think, because it was on the back of like a paper bag.
A receipt.
Yeah.
A receipt to Claire's.
Yeah, really weird. I don't know why I did it.
No. It's like when I tell people that one time when I was going into this place called Flip Hellfire, which was a like alternative shop in Glasgow, I walked past Caroline Dunbar.
I don't know who that is.
She is the female actress in Chewing the Fat. In fact, it might not even be Caroline, it might be Carol. I can't even remember. But I saw her.
Such a big fan.
She's like she's not going to see this, so I can just say she's a big butch leather. Like, bleach blonde, quiffed hair, short back and sides, but quiff at the front, wearing a puffer jacket, walked in there chewing gum, looking like a lady bouncer ready to fuck you up because you didn't have ID.
I've got such a wide eye.
And I was so starstruck, but with no one to tell, because I was shopping on my own. Shopping on my own in Glasgow, that's a sad sentence, isn't it?
Are you Adele?
You won't. I don't know, send my love to you and you love her, that's all I can think of now. Where was I going with this? No one around to tell, and then every person that I've kind of told after me goes, oh yeah, I know what you mean, or who's that?
Yeah.
But to me, it was again like, oh, she's in Chewing the Fat, I love her.
But that's the
She's
kind of
great.
famous I'd like to be. I'd hate to be like, can't leave the house alone famous. That would suck.
I always wanted, one of my descriptions when I wanted to be in a band was Katie Jane Garside famous. And she was in the band Queen Adrena, and now she's in the band... Oh, she was in Daisy Chainsaw, then Queen Adrena, and now she's in Ruby Throat. She also did, like, some of her own solo stuff. But,
Sick.
again, I think she now lives on a houseboat and has to busk to pay the rent or whatever. So I don't think that...
I want to be money
I don't
in the
think
bank
it was really...
famous.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
not chase down the
You want that
street
sustainability, because there was that joke...
Kristen Stewart famous.
There was that joke in Big Train, the sketch show, about one-hit wonders of the 90s, but it was all set in sort of post-wartime London. He got a telegraph and said, reporting now, Billy Piper, stop, has been knocked off the #1 spot, stop. And then the dad is like smoking a pipe, really upset, like, no, it's just like all the rest of them, Adam Rickett, and bites his hand. But then the line is, at least she won't, she's with Chris Evans, she'll be okay, at least she won't have to make hats like Sonya. Sonya meaning our Eurovision entry that year, who did a cover of Better the Devil You Know, the red-headed Liverpudlian
Does she
woman.
just make hats?
Apparently she does make hats now.
Cool.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
But that was the gag. And then he goes into the other room and puts on the record Because We Want To and shoots himself in the mouth. Or you hear his, why are you going to play that song so loud? And then a gunshot, and then a gunshot.
Oh, wow.
Killing yourself because Billy Piper got knocked off the #1 spot.
Oh, that's the thing though.
Ooh.
Like, there's that obsession though. People get obsessed with people.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course they
like
do.
when Take That broke up and they had
Opened up a suicide hotline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then when I was working at C Tickets in the call centre when they reformed, and there was women growing up crying, full-grown bitches who couldn't get a ticket, like, I liked them the first time round, like that gave them the entitlement to get a ticket to their show. Yeah,
That
really.
actually happened.
And you'd be like, well, I've got 3 single seats, so you won't be able to sit together. Book them. I don't care. We'll find a way to sit together. It's like, you won't.
Oh my
Like,
God.
who are you going to ask? I'm sorry, your 8-year-old daughter obviously wasn't around the first time around. Can she go and sit on her own unsupervised?
That's awful.
With a room of horny housewives and gay men, whilst I sit next to my mate. I don't think anyone's going to go for that.
No. No.
No, Karen. No, Jennifer. Stop it.
That's not very live, laugh, love of you.
It fucking isn't very nice of you at all.
But like, that's mad.
It is. But gun to your head. Tomorrow.
Oh shit, okay.
Tomorrow you can be famous.
Do it! Pull the fucking trigger! End me, you coward!
But yeah, all of a sudden tomorrow's going to happen, your life's going to completely change, you're going to have a crazy working schedule, you're going to be on tour all the time.
That sounds lovely.
Would you do it?
Yeah, fuck yeah!
Yeah? Would you be in drag every single day?
Yeah!
For how long? How long could you sustain it before you were like,
3 to 5 years.
that's enough?
Oh yeah, it's a flash in the pan, kind of.
My feet are now bloody stumps, my skin looks like John Merrick, the Elephant Man.
That's all the Drag Race girls say. They have to work as hard as they can because they're very aware that it's popular for now.
Yeah.
Get as much money in the bank as you can
Oh,
now.
completely, yeah. Like, save up for the future because you don't have any other skills.
I mean, there was
Not you personally, sorry, I mean like...
Too real.
I'll have to make hats like Sonya. But again, that's a good gig.
Yeah.
I mean,
I make hats.
If you could
If
just
I had
go
to make
in-
hats. I do make hats.
Oh, you do?
Hair hats.
Hair hats.
I do wigs.
Yes.
I would love to just do wigs.
Yeah.
I love doing wigs.
You've made me... How many wigs have you made me now?
Like 2 or 3.
You made me the big glamour pageant hair.
Yeah,
you
3.
made me
3 good
the
ones.
crazy bob with the down front... The hair testicle.
Oh, 4.
You made me the hair testicle.
Yeah.
And now
the side sweep.
the purple rinse fantasy.
And also Discharge is wearing my wigs and she looks great in my
Discharge
wigs.
looks sensational. Shout out to Discharge,
Shout.
looking sensational
Love
in
that.
those wigs.
Love that.
P.S. like keep ordering them because you've got a good following and it gets her more business.
But also, like, she's so pretty in there. And also, her orders are, like, great. Because
they're fun to make.
Yeah, I did one for Clearly Not. And she was like, I want some finger waves. I want some blonde and finger wavy. I was like, cool, yeah. Can do, rattled out.
Yeah.
Discharge
You
is
want to
like,
do something mental.
Discharge was like, I want a mullet. I want, like, I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this! Yeah, inspire me. She does. She inspires me. I like that. But yeah, if I could just make wigs, boom. That'd be wonderful.
I mean,
I'm gonna try.
You could definitely knock out at least one a day.
Oh yeah, easy.
And then if you ended up like Wigs by Marilyn, if that turned into like Wigs by Vanity, you'd be fucking laughing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also
I'm gonna do it.
The
Buy a wig, you bitch.
The good thing about making wigs as well is that even if the drag bubble bursts, you'd still get plenty of business, but you'd have enough business to deal with.
Yeah.
As opposed to more business than you could possibly ever fucking manage and you need to go and get yourself a sweatshop somewhere.
That sounds fun.
What, having a sweatshop?
Yeah.
What were we saying the other day, mate? I can't remember what the conversation turned into, and it was just like, we can just like unnamed drag this and
Unnamed drag sweatshop.
And so we opened the unnamed drag sweatshop, where we just unnamed drag walk around in chiffon drinking wine. Can we please just say we do not condone any kind of child or
Don't open
public
a sweatshop.
labour whatsoever. We don't really want to open a sweatshop. That was it. I got a sewing machine for my birthday and I said we're one step closer to opening the Unnamed Drag boutique and then we'll get really big and have to open the Unnamed Drag sweatshop.
There is that thing though, coming back to fame. There is that thing where it's like, don't meet your heroes. Which I think is very poignant because it's very disappointing when you... Like,
I met Alaska and I was so starstruck that I could barely talk to her, and I always wanted.
Oh, but she was wonderful.
She was wonderful, but
we went for dinner.
She was so wonderful, but I was overwhelmed.
Yeah,
that was my problem.
I felt like we had a really good rapport. Really enjoyed her company.
Yeah.
Come back to the UK anytime. Come stay in my spare.
Whereas I was just like,
yeah,
I love you. Because I just look up to her too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Doing shows with the Drag Race girls, it's kind of like, do you go, oh my god, it's such a pleasure to meet you, thank you so much for coming, this is great.
Or do you just integrate them in a chit chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I tend to opt for, hi. Like, a great moment for me was when we did the show at the Contemporary with Sasha Velour, and I was getting ready next to her, and she was like, can you see my pads through my ties? I was like, you're asking me for advice? And I was like, put a fishnet on, and she did.
Oh!
I was like, you've got new fishnets, I'd wear those because it masks it a bit better. She was like, yeah, I think you're right.
They cover a world of sins, of course.
And I was like, Sasha Velour thinks I'm right. No one thinks I'm right.
Do you know my first Drag Race interaction was nothing to do with like going to see a show, like a meet and greet show, rather like paying for a meet and greet or working with any, I mean, I use the term working. We booked them, we forced them to work alongside us.
Be our friend! Pretend to like
us! The price was right. Yeah. That's what it, when people say, I've worked with her, you paid her to show up. Don't be around the bush.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It wasn't just
she didn't slide into my DMs.
You didn't both get booked to the same gig, you booked her.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be honest about it. However, it was, we went down to Manchester to see the Alaska and Sharon show when they were doing, it was like Holy Trinity or something.
Yeah.
And Sharon Needles was being escorted out of the room to go for a cigarette, like really pissed. And she looked over and she saw me in drag and what I was wearing, and she did like the clicks.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and like gave me that emphatic look in her face of like, you look good.
That's so
And I was like, that's really lovely, but she is very drunk.
It was so nice of a celebrity to take the time to lie to you.
She's like, that looks like it needs it. 4 clicks. Yeah. 4 clicks in a stumble.
But the worst part is, like, meeting someone you think you're going to have that rapport with. Also, these girls are tired. These girls have been on the road for a long time.
Like Trixie was knackered.
Yeah, she fell asleep in her wig.
She did.
Poor girl.
Sat upright.
She was lovely. She was wonderful.
She was so nice.
Yeah, effervescent, gorgeous.
She was like, what's your drag name again? I said, it's Nana. Oh, she was that's hysterical. And then signed the poster for me.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, she was really, really lovely. Didn't drink any of the gin that we bought her, really, because I think she was just too tired. Yeah.
But like, and Kim Chi as well, she was fucking wonderful.
So nice. So lovely.
Really nice. But then I have worked with other Drag Race queens. I'm not going to call them out.
Name redacted.
Name redacted because I'm a professional.
Name pterodactyl. But they look like a pterodactyl.
Like, again, they're tired. They've worked a lot.
I mean, one of them, I don't think sleep had anything to do. I think they were just a cunt because
really
they
rude.
Have a reputation.
Yeah.
For
really just nasty.
Just whoever isn't a Drag Race alumna, you are not worth my time, is the impression that I get. And some Drag Race alumna probably aren't worth their time either.
Oh, wow.
But name redacted. This is just what I've heard, obviously.
Is this the one that I think?
Yes, it will be. Absolutely.
See, we're joined in the brain, so we know who we're talking about.
Looks a little bit like a gremlin, that one. Too many clues! Pterodactyl gremlin, could it be? Yes, it is RuPaul. No,
wow.
I do not want to get on series 2. I'm just making sure I'm burning that bridge every single day.
Really? Do you not?
No, I'd love to do the show, but when they announced that like there's no prize money, I was like, that kind of sucks. I don't just want to do a World of Wonder YouTube channel.
I feel like, also, while you're there, I think you get paid for being there. They pay you for your time.
On what authority? Or is that a guess?
Like, I don't want to...
Is this your assumption?
No.
I feel like they just cover your expense. Did it say in the contract that they would pay for it?
It might have done.
Okay.
So yeah.
Snip, snip, snip. Never said it.
They don't get prize money, but...
They get paid a wage?
I think they get paid a wage.
Okay.
And also...
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Say allegedly. Kathy Griffin taught me, say allegedly.
Allegedly.
And then you're not responsible. Allegedly.
I'm going to touch you on the insides.
Allegedly.
So,
I'm going to be up to my nuts in your guts.
And
allegedly.
Also, they're, like, they get to do drag now for a full-time job.
For a full year. No, I'm kidding.
But like,
no, they will. They'll work a lot more. They will, naturally.
I would swap a family member for that.
Which
Do you know
one?
what I mean?
No, I'm kidding.
It's hardly Sophie's choice.
No.
Take the lot.
It is, really. It's not even Schindler's List.
So yeah.
What a gas! Sorry.
Oh my god!
I didn't write the film, so you can't fucking... Allegedly.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Wow. So on that humdinger.
I know, right?
I
think we should down this and just say it's over. But the moral of the story is, people sometimes say that we are local celebrities, and I say, get a fucking grip.
That's the thing that people like will be like, oh, I've watched all your videos, I love you.
And you say, I can't help you get that time back.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. But no, that's been fame and fortune and whatnot. And to be honest, if we can just keep on doing all of our bullshit, if it pays just one utility bill, I'm happy.
But it doesn't, so this is the end.
Of the podcast and our careers, thank you.
Kidding, we'll be back next week.
Absolutely.
I've been Marilyn Sane.
And I've been Nana. What would you like them to do with the podcast this week now?
I would like you to
Sorry, that wine's kicked in.
I'd like you to transcribe it onto parchment, photocopy that 18,000 times, and drop it over Uganda. See what happens.
I'd like you to tweet it to Kathy Burke, because she's blocked me now. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Like, comment, subscribe, love us, please.
Love you. Bye.
Unnamed Drag Podcast.